Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kayla and I am a single mom to a beautiful little boy named Grayson that is currently going through the process of divorce. So on my channel you'll find videos about my going through my process of divorce, me trying to find myself and just figure out how to navigate single motherhood. So yeah, this video is going to be a what's in my son's Easter basket. I believe that's one of the only other videos that I have here on this channel right now, is from last year. So last year I went a little bit crazy for my Easter basket for Grayson. I think I also showed the Easter basket that I made for my niece. This year I'm not going to do that just because my niece is actually here with me. She's in Grayson's room. But I am going to show you what I got him. Before I go ahead and show you guys what's in his basket, I did just want to say that his basket this year is very minimal, very budget friendly. Last year, like I said, I went a little bit crazy, but that was just because, as I just stated, I am single and soon to be divorced. I was at home with my mom at the time. All of my finances were being saved, and so I didn't really have any astronomical financial things that I had to take care of. I mean, obviously my car and my insurance and things like that, but we are now in our own place, as you can probably tell by the background. So my finances are going towards other things. We're also taking a vacation this next week, which is actually Easter Day is when we're leaving. We're taking a road trip down to Florida, and so we went a lot easier on the Easter basket this year. I did also pick up some clothing for Grayson, but like I said, we're going on this trip. So because we're leaving on Easter, it's already packed away and ready to go. If you guys want to see a springtime haul for a little boy or for, a mom, I can go ahead and show you guys that at a later time. But for now, none of that is in the basket. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and just pick up the basket, show you guys what's in it. This is the basket that we are using this year. We used this one last year as well. I believe you guys saw this in last year's video. If you didn't see it, you saw another Pottery Barn basket that we have. It's a little bit smaller. And I think last year I made him 2 baskets. Like I said, I went a little extra on the basket last year. But again, this year, because we're going on vacation, he's hardly going to have time to even use the things that he's getting. And so we took it really, really easy this year. So the first thing that is in here, he actually got these last year too, but they're the bunch of balloons and they look like little grenades. We had these last year and we had a lot of fun. He loved that they looked like grenades, so I think he's gonna enjoy that. He's also got a little pair of ears. Every single year I get him some ears and take a picture with them. These might have been from last year. I don't think we used them because we had another pair last year that I gave him, but just a cute little headband. We get those from Target pretty much every single year. There is bubbles in here. I just get packs of bubbles. And so this was just one of the ones that we had left over. So I put it in his Easter basket. Oh, there was a hair. Okay. We've got this cute little light up toy. It looks like a little peep. He loves these little novelty things. They're really cheap. I tend to get them on clearance after Easter, but this is something we also got last year, I think from the Dollar Tree, and he was obsessed with this last year. So it came with a few of these little balls, but I kept one because I knew they were gonna get lost, and just sticking it back in there this year. That for candy, we're just doing a little bit of candy. Like I said, we won't really be here for 7 days, and then we're going back into our routine of going to school and all of our practices and things. So I think by the time we get back, we're not going to have too much time to enjoy the candy and the toys and things like that, because we'll be getting right back into the routine of things. Typically he has his Easter basket and then we have spring break, and he has all of spring break to enjoy the things in the basket. It's a little bit different this year though. So for candy, we actually got this little Heidel egg last year, but it's so cute. I love the vintage look of that. So cute. And inside of this, I just put in some of these little Easter eggs. Those we got from Trader Joe's. They have the truffle eggs. So I just stuck, I think, like 5 or 6 of those in here, and I ate the rest. This we also got last year, and again, it's like that vintage look, and I think it's so cute. It's so pretty. It's a mama and her baby. A mama, her little baby bunny. He's so cute. It's probably not gonna focus, but it's a mama holding her little baby. Anyway, I just put some of his favorites in here. He loves these Lindt chocolates. I get them for him pretty much every year. I get him the bunnies, but I think the bunnies were sold out at Target, so he's got the little chickies this year. How cute. So cute. And just some of these little bigger milk chocolate eggs. So that's all the candy. I'm lying, he's got one more thing of candy. He's got his Easter bunny. And Hershey's chocolate bars are one of his favorite candies of all time. So I went really basic with our bunny this year and just got him this one. And I know he's gonna love it. I think it's the perfect size. It's not too much. He'll probably eat this in a couple of sittings. So I got him that. And then that's all of the candy. Next, I got him a few books. And what we tend to do is we tend to put out, and when I say we, I mean me. Like I said, guys, I'm going through a divorce. So I'm so used to saying we because it was my soon-to-be ex-husband and I doing all these things, but it's obviously not the case anymore. But typically what I do is Grayson has a little bookshelf in his room, and every season I'll put out seasonal books. And then for the season, I tend to make him a basket. So I make him one for Christmas and for the month of October, and typically for Easter. So I use the same basket. I actually keep it in my closet because I do have a storage unit, but I tend to keep the basket minus this liner in this closet here. That way I have access to it all throughout the year because we use it several times. But I will put out seasonal books in his book case in his little bookshelf, and I'll throw 1 or 2 books in the basket just to kind of remind him that there are new books that he can look for when he goes in his room, because he's a kid that likes routine and he loves to read the same books over and over again. So 2 books that we've already had but are some of his favorites are Hurry Up and Hatch, which I think I got him last year. And it's just super cute. It's a really cute book. Like some of the pages have a different layout or orientation. So this one's really, really cute. Grayson is 4. He'll be 5 on May 15th. So this is How to Catch the Easter Bunny. And we have this style of book in a bunch of different, with a bunch of different characters for a bunch of different seasons. So we have like How to Catch a Leprechaun and How to Catch a Witch. How to Catch a Gingerbread Man. We have a ton of these. So these are one of his favorites. So I just put those 2 in there. And then the 2 new books we got this year. And sorry if you hear the like jingling, my niece is here. And she's wearing bangles. So I got him this one. I love anything that says his name. This one's I Love You, A Bushel and a Peck. And it says Grayson at the top. And then I got him the Dog Man book. So Grayson is 4, like I said, he's going to be 5 next month. But if you watched my last Easter basket video, I talked a little bit about my work and how I do ABA therapy, and I'm also a teacher. And one of my clients that I work with right now doing ABA therapy is very similar in age to Grayson. And one of the things that he loves to work for is Dogman books. I will typically read them to him and he turns the pages. So I didn't think Grayson would be too far off. If nothing else, this will help with his imagination. He can kind of make up the stories as he looks at the pictures, which I thought was also really nice. But we can read it together. He can kind of make up stories as he goes. We saw the original Dogman in theater and he really enjoyed it. He made me buy it on Prime, so he knows the story if nothing else. So I think he's really gonna enjoy that, and it just seems like he's getting so big when I think about this purchase right here. So got him that. I did also pick him up this is like the one toy thing in here. I bought him a couple of other things that I was gonna put in his basket, but again, we're going on vacation, and so there's really no need to buy him a toy to open up to have to leave. So I got him this. These are a 3-pack of dinosaurs in slime, and they're also color changing, which I thought was cool. So there's just 3. They were eggs, so I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, they're color changing little dinosaurs. I don't think there's much to it. There's a few you can get. He's still really big into dinosaurs. Not as big into dinosaurs as he was in previous years, but definitely he still likes them. And then I picked him up the Magnetiles Micro Mags. I saw these and really wanted to get them for him. We have a huge collection of Magnetiles. He has like the Magnetile carrying case, and it is like we can't even put the lid on it because it's so full. That's one of the things that I've asked for the 4 years of his life. As a teacher, it's one of the toys in my classroom that all of my kids use, even having developmental disabilities. It's just such a versatile toy. You can use your imagination and create so many things. So I love Magnetiles for kids. So it's one of the things that I invest in, and it's one of the things that I would constantly ask family and friends to purchase for him. So we have a ton. And we really can't even store any more of the like sets of them. But I thought these were really cool for like the car. We might take these on our trip, just throw them in the bag for restaurants and things. They're mini micro mags. There's 26 pieces in here, and I like that it comes with a little storage tin. So that's that. I picked him this up. This was super cheap on Amazon, like $2 or $3. It's Goo Tubes Squish and Squeeze little sensory playmat sort of thing. So this one is the ice cream sundae. You can get a couple different bubble tea, milkshake, and soda pop. This is the milkshake one, but there's like liquid and glitter in here, and you squeeze one side and it fills up the cup, and then you do the other side and kind of the same. It's just a nice little sensory toy. I'm big on these like sensory things, so you'll see the last couple of things are sensory things. So I got him that. That was very cheap on Amazon. And then I picked him up this sensory activity board. It looks like this. One of the occupational therapists that I work with has a son that's almost exactly Grayson's age. I think they're a couple of weeks apart. And she said she picked this up for him, and he played for hours, and he will continuously play for hours. So anything like this that I can get him off a screen, he can kind of work on his like fine motor skills, I think is perfect. So it's just a little silicone mat, and then it comes with these flexible rods, and you can just like make patterns and things, I guess. Yeah, they loop into each other. You make a bunch of different patterns. I don't know. It's a very basic little toy, but anything that's going to keep him off his iPad. I'm not against the iPad, but if there's something that he can play with for hours and, you know, not have to be on a screen, I think that's cool. So the next couple of things he got, or the last couple of things I should say, was this. This is another fidget toy. One of the teachers at my center had this and was kind of playing with it, and I went in and asked her a question or something, and she was just playing with it, and I was like, man, I want one. I want one. I really wanted one, and so I went and picked it up, and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? So I put it in Grayson's Easter basket so that now we can both play with it. But it's just multicolored. It doesn't really do much. It's just kind of flexible plastic, and it kind of molds and shapes. I felt like hers went into a few different directions, and this one doesn't, but that's okay. It's still pretty cool, and it's, I don't know. So that's that. And then the last little thing that I picked up for him was another little fidget sort of toy that same teacher had. So I just stuck it in this little case here. But this is a pack of 3. I did keep one, and I keep it in my work bag, but They're these like black and pastel little sensory fidgets. So they look like this, and you can kind of that, and they're fun. They're real fun. So yeah, I think I get more enjoyment out of stuff like this than Grayson, but just little fun sensory things. So that was all that I put in his basket this year. Like I said, I got him some stuff for vacation, so I did pick him up some clothing and stuff that is already packed away. If you guys want to see a clothing haul for a little boy or a mom clothing haul, I'm more than happy to do that for you guys. If you want to see some sort of packing video before we leave, I'm going to try to upload this video as soon as possible. But yeah, other than that, that was all I had for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave any comments down below about videos you'd like to see from me. I'm thinking of starting to do shorts. I think that would be fun. So yeah, just let me know what you guys would like to see from me. I hope everyone has a really great holiday, a really awesome Easter if you celebrate, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye.